Hello and welcome back to the Limited Queue. This is a BFZ Standard deck tech for Sam Black's recent Grand Championship Top 4 deck for 2015. He was running White Weenie. I've loaded it up on MTGO, and I feel as though this is a deck base which has potential to be a powerhouse in the upcoming BFC Standard, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So, after loading this deck up, what I did was I separated these cards over here: the Soldier of Pantheon, the Banishing Lights, and the Brimaz. These are the cards that the deck is going to be losing as the format rotates out. So honestly, I feel like it's not going to lose a lot. I feel like the strong cards, such as Anafenza, Wingmate Rock, Hangerback Walker, Archangel especially, are still in the deck. The long game is still here with Master of the Unseen, and a lot of people were saying that a criticism of the deck is that it needed Nykthos to run the Mastery of the Unseen engine, and I just disagree. I don't think that it's necessary to pump out two twos per turn. I think that pumping out one free 2/2 per turn at the end of your opponent's turn is good enough to make this deck certainly viable. I feel like it can run very easily. As the format rotates out, I feel as though calling it mono white devotion was incorrect, because I feel like this does not need any devotion to run. Just because a deck has Nykthos in it doesn't mean it's devotion. So although the Archangel of Ties did have some synergy with it, I would say that the devotion part of the title was not that big of a deal. So that said, I would like to present to you my version of the deck for the upcoming BFZ Standard. So let's get rid of Brimaz, Banishing Lights, and Soldiers, and I'm going to bring in what I call the Bellini. The mono white Bellini, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be splashing Dramoka's Command, and for the late game, 2 Dragonlord Ojutais. Now, Flooded Strand and Windswept Heath makes it so that we can fetch the new dual lands very easily, while making sure that every single land in the deck can get us a white mana. This won't hold us back from a second turn out of the White Orchid. It won't hold us back from a first turn Kythian. Now, here are some of the cards that I would like to bring in to see this deck work. The Stasis Snare is basically a flat-out replacement for the Banishing Lights that just rotated out. Every land in the deck produces white, so the double white is not going to be an issue. Also, the Stasis Snare has Flash, which is going to become in handy considering all the landfall tricks that we're going to be looking at. So I feel like that is just a clean 1-for-1. Gideon, ally of Zendikar, I feel is an excellent replacement for Brimaz. Brimaz, he kind of felt like the white's worse version of Goblin Rabblemaster. Gideon just gives you free creatures every turn, and you can do whatever you want with them. Or he's also a Crusade in and of himself. Or he's a 5/5 indestructible. The versatility of Gideon is awesome. It also I think it plays better into the long game than Brimaz, which was a 4/4 creature, which was easily removed by several removal spells, including Rending Volley. Okay, and of course we're going to be bringing in the new dual lands for both blue-white and white-green to help us splash our white and blue cards. 2 sideboard options I was considering would be Gideon's Reproach, because I feel like cheap removal in this format is going to be at a premium. Wizards in different podcasts has come out and said that they are actively increasing the price of blanket removal. Gideon's Reproach is very cheap. It's 4 damage at something for 2 mana as an instant. Great. Although it doesn't take care of Jaces, it will take care of everything else. And I think that looking into this first week of BFZ Standard, we're going to be looking at a lot of different aggro decks, especially considering all the hype that the red-green landfall deck is getting. I did that in another deck tech video. You can check that out in my other videos. Also, as a sideboard option against more control-ish type decks would be Kiora. Because we are splashing both blue and green, we can cast Kiora, which can give you free cards. her -2 can give you 2 free cards, which 1 land, 1 creature, which works extremely well in this deck. Just White Weenie has always had a way to. It always felt like it ran out of gas a little bit too soon. Kiora can be a way to refill that. Similarly, you could also run Treasure Cruise against a control deck. So let's minimize that. Let's go back here. I feel like the Dromoka's Command is a very powerful addition to the deck because I've always felt that the deck lacked removal. With just 3 Valorous Stances, I feel like it's a little bit too easy for this deck to get run over, and the fight options on Dromoka's Command would definitely help that. Dragon Lord Ojutai, I think that you could probably take out a Wingmate Rock or 2 in this as our internet goes out, we might get disconnected from Moto. And if you bring in Dragon Lord Ojutai instead of a Wingmate Rock or 2, this I feel will definitely give your deck more late game punch. Dragon Lord Ojutai in general I feel is a better card. Having hexproof is a huge deal, and also the Anticipate option is not to be frowned upon. So like I said, that is probably going to be my third and last deck tech for this upcoming BFC Standard. I will probably run one of these 3 cards in the upcoming BFC Standard rotation for the first few weeks, and one of these 3 decks. If you would like to see the other decks that I spoiled / deck teched, please check out our other videos, and of course it would be great if you subscribed. Thank you for watching the Limited Queue, and I'll see you on the battlefield.